Your mind, emotions, and body are instruments, and the way you align and tune them determines how well you play life. Harbhajan Singh Yogi. Welcome to Self-Talk. I'm Rachel Astarte. Today we're going to talk about a tool you can use to align mind, emotions, and body. It's a self-alignment meditation, and I've shared it in a previous episode, but it really deserves its own mention. I'd like to spend a little time talking about it and go through it with you. So how is this meditation used? It's used in order to regulate your system. Rather than having it be a mental or spiritual meditation solely, it involves the body. Now, the body is absolutely essential. It houses our spirit. Unfortunately, we don't think too much of our bodies. We either treat them very badly, or we think of our bodies as some kind of encumbrance or a servant to the brain. But in fact, our bodies communicate with us all the time. Think about the last time you had butterflies in your stomach or a tightness in your chest because of sadness or grief. The body actually houses clusters of cells that communicate with the brain all the time. These messages allow us to know that there's stuff going on within our body and what's going on in the world around us as we receive that input and that information. So when we start to see our bodies as part of a healing resource that we have, not just spirit or mind, the logical mind, or tapping into spirit, when we really start to integrate what the body can offer us, it's much easier to manage difficult emotions. So let's talk about emotions for a second. One of the beautiful things about being fully human is that we get to experience the full range of emotions. If we were a fully enlightened, non-dual being, there would be no need for individual emotions. There would just be what is. And that's great. We wouldn't feel negativity, but we also wouldn't feel the positive, joyful feelings either. Now that may be ideal, but until we all reach that state of perpetual nirvana, we really need to celebrate being fully human, and that means having the full range of emotions. There must be a purpose for it. There must be something that we are doing as a service in the cosmic continuum by being fully human. So let's do it the best way we can. So that involves allowing our emotions to be normalized, all of them, accepting all of them. The self-alignment meditation is like opening a door to your unique being. I say unique because even though the emotions are ones that I can name and you can make sense of, every one of you, the way you experience them will be unique to you. So opening that door to your unique being by allowing the emotions to be present through self-alignment meditation. It's a welcome sign for these emotions. It's like an open house and you're putting out the cookies. That's what this meditation is. And you can do the meditation anytime, but it's really, really helpful to do it when you're feeling out of alignment, whether you're in a bad mood or you're having anxiety or overwhelm, jealousy, loneliness, anger, grief, feelings of alienation from the world, or just in general out of control. So instead of trying to sort out those feelings with your mind, which you can do, go down into your body, not up into your head. Your head is great. Your mind is great to process logically, but emotions don't speak that language. So it's like this hamster wheel of trying to make logical sense. Well, X happened because Y happened, and if I had only done J, then L would have happened instead of... And you can do that, and even if you come up with a logical solution to why you feel a certain way, the mind will never be satisfied with that. There will always be a desire to get back on the hamster wheel and work it out in another direction. And it goes on and on and on. Emotions are energetic and they're very powerful. and they don't really care about the algebraic equation that's going to land you with the right solution. The reason for that is because emotions are with us all the time. There is no solving an emotion. When we experience them, it feels like they take over. But they're not taking over because they're more powerful or they're right, but because they want your attention. This is a different way of looking at what emotion is in our life. Emotions are like a small child who's had a nightmare and wants comforting. And you are the comforter. In fact, many times, the triggers that cause these unpleasant emotions are actually your inner child who is afraid and sounding the alarm that something is wrong. For example, I'm in the office and this really unpleasant, arrogant woman in the next cubicle got a promotion and I didn't. Now, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm beating myself up because I wasn't my own advocate more actively. Maybe I should have gone out after work more with the gang because I know the supervisor was there, but I'm an introvert, so I don't fit in, and now I'm just beating myself up for who I am. I just feel awful. I don't fit in. So where is this coming from? My inner child, who was not allowed to speak up for herself by punishment of ridicule or banishment from the family tribe, is now hotly triggered and looking for the grown-up me to solve this problem, which has now been mirrored in the situation with my colleague, who is unpleasant, getting a promotion and I didn't. But how am I going to do that? If I'm still stuck in my child pain, how can I resolve the issue as a grown-up? This is a good time to use the meditation. Remember that emotions are temporary. They're part of who we are. We accept them as that, but they are temporary. That's why we can't let them drive the bus. Imagine if we let every emotion we have drive the bus for the duration of its cycle, we'd crash over and over. How long have you ever sustained complete bliss or total rage? Emotions move through us to teach us what they need to teach us through the experience of having them, but then they move on. So the highest self has to drive the bus, the one who is centered and connected to source. The highest self, the one that you don't think about too often because it's innate, it's just there. This self-alignment meditation is a way to connect with that highest self. You might say that this meditation is you taking the wheel of the bus. So let's do the meditation. To prepare for it, for the purposes of this podcast, you may wish to just experience the meditation. You may wish to work with an emotion that you're having trouble with right now as you're listening, if there's a particular issue that you're grappling with right now. You may wish to bring up an emotion in your memory that you have had trouble with in the past. All of those are okay. So take a moment to just settle in and decide how you'd like to use the meditation. So the first step is to put your feet firmly on the ground. It's ideal not to wear shoes, but if you have shoes on, that's perfectly fine. And why do we do this? We are grounding ourselves to the earth. Our mother can take a lot. That's what mothers do. So let her hold you and connect yourself to the earth. Put your hands in your lap, one on each leg. Sit up as straight as you can and close your eyes. The next step is to take a deep breath in through your nose and bring in as much oxygen as you can until your lungs cannot fill any more. Hold for 3 seconds and then exhale through your mouth as much as you can exhale. Push everything out until there's absolutely nothing left in the very bottoms of your lungs. Again, taking a deep breath in through your nose, pulling up all the oxygen you can, filling your whole body, every cell of your body, filling your lungs. Hold for 3 seconds. And exhale through your mouth. If you want to feel like you're doing a service, you can think of feeding the plants with your carbon dioxide. And again, inhaling the 3rd time, all the way in through the nose. Hold for 3 seconds. And exhaling all the way out until you can't push out anything else. Now let your breath regulate. And this is the drop-in point. Now you're going to drop into your body. Just pay attention. If you're working with a particular emotion, find out where it is in your body. If it's grief, where is grief showing up in your body? If it's anxiety, where are you feeling it? If you're just checking in and you don't have a particular emotion in mind, then just rest. Listen to what your body is saying or doing. Where are the energy centers that are lighting up for you? If you are working with an emotion and you've located where you feel it, let's say, for example, that you have grief and it's manifesting in your chest. How would you describe that feeling? Is it aching? Is it tight? Is it burning? Is it the whole chest or part of the chest? Does it drip or leak down or up anywhere? And you just sit with it. Just notice it. What else can you learn about this feeling? Does it have a color? Is it moving? Is it still? Does it make a sound? Once you have it fully embodied and it has become its own entity, for the sake of grief, let's say it's a tightness in the chest, it's dark green and black, and it's not moving, and it's silent. Once you have that, hold it there. Just be with it. What you are doing is recognizing, acknowledging, and accepting that feeling, that emotion. If you are so moved at this point, you may open up a dialogue with it. And you begin doing that the way you would when you greet anyone, by welcoming it. You may say, "Welcome, grief." Perhaps it has something it wants to tell you, and then you listen. The purpose is not to change it, end it, heal it, or fix it. The purpose of this meditation is to accept and be present with this emotion. Breathing through it, breathing into it. But more than anything else, what you're doing at this point is bringing love and acceptance to the emotion. That's all. Keep breathing. Keep grounding. And when you feel ready, take another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and open your eyes. Now, this meditation can be as long or short as you want. The essential elements are grounding, breathing and clearing, dropping into the body and checking in, and realigning yourself by accepting the emotion that is moving through you right now. So take a moment after this meditation to sit in the feelings that come up. Just be present with them as a transition from the meditation to ordinary reality. Your mind may want to process, but give it a minute. See how it feels to stay down in the body for a while. Later, you may wish to journal about it or talk about it, or you may wish to just let that moment go. That's entirely up to you. This is a simple yet powerful self-healing practice. Imagine if you could get rid of all your nasty emotions by taking a pill. Even if you wanted to do that, you would still have to find that bottle of pills wherever it is, open the cap, grab a glass of water, take the pill, swallow the pill, and then wait for it to take effect. So in fact, you're waiting for the pill to affect you, to take away your discomfort. With the self-alignment meditation, you are taking full control. You're accepting the discomfort, integrating it with love, and taking the wheel of the bus back. And the effects are far quicker and deeper. Until next time, many blessings on your path. Thank you for joining me on Self Talk. Aho.